Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Phantom.Strategies. So in this video I want to recap on Bitcoin Cash. So Bitcoin Cash is one of this coin that we covered last week, I believe. I think I made a video on Bitcoin Cash on February the 12th. Yeah, so earlier this week, on Monday actually. So we covered Bitcoin Cash on Monday, and we were talking about a potential breakout that's coming into the play, which it did. So we made a video right around it when it was around 260, 270 mark, and I made a video calling it Bitcoin Cash profitable setup in play. Alright, so this is a video that I made on February the 12th, 6 p.m. You can go back and refer to that video. So that's another really good call that, you know, if you got in on the action, you probably are sitting on 20-30% return right now within just few days. And there are potential more to come for Bitcoin Cash. Alright, so I wanted to do a quick recap on Bitcoin Cash for those of you who already have a position, those of who already got into that position when I made that call, to kind of give you a recap and update on Bitcoin Cash breakout. All right, so we talked about this setup that was happening back earlier this week on Monday. We had this breakout, we saw some volume come into the play, and now we are right at that resistance level that we talked about in the video, around 1480, which is the resistance that we are sitting on. So if you refer back to that video, I made here, I talked about that resistance that will be the first R1. So we will start referring. I try not to become very technical in this video, because I know a lot of the viewers who are new to investing and who are new to the crypto, they don't understand a lot of the technical language. They don't understand a lot of the technical methodologies. So I try to avoid speaking in those language. But as the channel is growing, as the viewers are getting more familiar with the content, I will start referring, like, slowly I will start referring to some like technical terms, which will make you more get used to it. Basically, we want to make sure you are learning something every day. All right, we want to make sure every day that you're coming to this channel, every day that you're coming to Phantom.Strategies, my objective is you learning something new that day. All right, whether it might be just overall market psychology, whether it's something regarding the charting pattern, any technical terms, anything about the coins, any setup, mining, whatever it is. My objective is to give you at least somewhat knowledge every day. All right, so and that's my commitment to you, that I will make sure that every time when I create this content, you will learn something new that you don't know already. And if you want something, post it in the comment. I read every single of those comments. All right, so post in the comments. I'm pretty good at replying to those comments right away. And if you want to ask something, ask me in those comments. Send me an email. You can always send me an email, Phantom.Strategies@gmail.com. I have the email in the description as well, so you can always send me an email. Any question you have, feel free to ask me. Don't be hesitant. I want to create very open door policy environment where there is no I don't want to be like one of those guys who are won't get back to you. So I want to make sure that you understand that. All right, so let's get back to Bitcoin Cash. So right now we did get that breakout that we talked about on Monday. We are heading toward that we are at R1, which is resistance 1. And then the second resistance that we are going to see is going to be R2, which is around 1750. All right, so R2, resistance 2, that's going to be around 1750. All right, so that's going to be a significant resistance, because that's coming to, every time we came to those level, we had a retracement. Every time we came to those level, we had a retracement. We found some support back in December around that level as well. So that will be a resistance that you want to keep your eye on. All right, I would put my target price around that. If you reach that target price, I will take some off the table and get into the trade. So that way I will get a better price average. when I get out of the trade, when I speak about like, you know, target levels, getting out of the trade, I'm not saying that, hey, you should never come back to those price, those trade or those coins. What I'm trying to say is, taking some off the table at those point is kind of like, you know, smarter thing to do, because you want to lock in profits. All right, you can always go back in the coin and reinvest it. Just like, you know, I will give you example for Litecoin. Okay, we all been I've been talking about Litecoin for last 2-3 weeks, so you know exactly what I have been talking about, right? If you are following the channel, you know exactly what we've been talking about. Litecoin had this massive breakout. We've been talking about Litecoin when it was reaching around 120, and we were like, you know, we need to take some off the table because there might be some pullback. And some people were asking, should I get into Litecoin right now? I was like, wait for the pullback, because we'll get that pullback, and we did. It went all the way up to 230, and we got the pullback around 206 level. So I mean, whatever like the pullback we get, you want to take advantage of those things. You don't want to buy, you know, just because you know, the price action is just moving up. You just wait. You know, you'll always get a better opportunity. I can promise you one thing: you'll always get a better opportunity if you're patient enough. All right, we're on. Quickly on Litecoin, we are getting nice volume. All right, I see this huge volume coming into the Litecoin, some big money coming in, and that being said, I'm really bullish that it will you know, hit that 260 the target in near term. All right. Now back to Bitcoin Cash. So that's pretty much, you know, look out for this. If you're getting into the position in Bitcoin Cash, I would put my, like, you know, stop loss at around, you know, right at the that support mark. What is that? Hold on. Let me go to the smaller time frame so it's pretty clear. See, this is a classic, you know, textbook breakouts. All right, this is like really classic breakout. You have a breakout with volume consolidation, breakout with volume consolidation. I'm telling you, buyers will keep on coming into this Bitcoin Cash until we hit the 1770 mark. All right, so Bitcoin Cash, in my opinion, I think it's gonna have the neckline that I'm seeing here is gonna be this 1500 level, and I have a feeling that this neckline will get breached quite pretty soon. All right, so keep an eye on this Bitcoin Cash. For the stop, I would keep it right around, like, you know, 1290 levels, not to get very, like, you know, overly bullish. I just want to make sure, like, one thing that I have learned, you can call it over the years, you can call it over like you know, from equity market, from the, you know, futures market, is always protect your profit, always protect your, like, you know, trade. Don't get over cocky. All right, don't be you know, stay down to earth, stay humble. You know, don't be one of those guys who are very noisy. You know, don't I mean, as you can probably tell, I'm not one of those guys who are going to you know, be very noisy and, like, you know, keep on calling some things that are not true. But it's you know, stay down to earth, like, you know, put your stop losses, make sure you don't get over cocky, because, you know, we are in very speculative market. I want to emphasize the point that we are in speculative market. When everything goes up and nobody complains, nobody have anything to complain about, everyone is happy, everyone is like singing hallelujah. But when we are in a down channel, that's when, like, you know, all the clause comes out, people complain, like, oh my god, this is a scam, this is a, you know, scam coin and whatnot. But, you know, you want to be a smart investor, right? If you become a smart investor, you will, I will promise you, in, like, if you look at, like, in 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road, even like 2 years down the road, you will come back to this, like, this thing, and you will be like, oh wow, I learned these are the things that I'm learning right now that really helped me become a profitable trader in long run, a profitable investor in long run. So I want to, like, you know, make sure that you're learning this thing, and this will become your habit, this will become your second nature. when you're doing your investments. So just to wrap it up, yeah, Bitcoin Cash looking pretty good technically speaking. At right now we are at the support 1 right now. I'm sorry, resistance 1. We are going to move toward resistance 2, which is around 1770. All right. Let's cover Bitcoin real quick, since we are already talking about Bitcoin Cash, so it's appropriate to cover Bitcoin too. All right, so same pretty setup in Bitcoin. A lot of volume coming in, I like this this pattern right now in Bitcoin. I'm telling you, this volume is keep on coming. These are the things, you know, that you want to see. It will break toward that 11,000 mark in short term. So keep an eye on that, and then I think there will be a minor pullback. You know, we cannot keep on going straight up and up. There has to be a pullback. When the buyers get exhausted, you will get a pullback, and you know that's so right now the buyers are stronger in here. If you see this, like from in last couple of days, the buying action is much stronger there. So that what this volume tells you is there are more buyers than sellers, and that's what's pushing the price action higher. When the buying dries out, when the buyer dries, you know, they run out of the ammunition or like funds, and people start taking, you know, profit, because people will start taking profit. People who got in around, you know, 6,000 levels, they will start taking profit here. That's like amazing, almost 100% return here at 11,000 mark. So like, you know, people will start taking profit, and so people who are smart enough to take profit, they will definitely take profit. They will at least take their initial investment out of it. So, you know, don't be fooled by the, you know, that we are just going to keep on going up and up, and everything is going to be, you know, rosy back again, because as I told you, market will, like, you know, will find a way to make a fool out of you. All right, remember that market will always find a way to make a fool out of you. The best way to protect yourself is, you know, having a proper downside risk management. That's, I have said that plenty of time, and please, like, you know, don't take it like lightly. Having a downside risk management is the best way to, you know, protect your portfolio. All right. So that being said, if you are new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. If you think this video was helpful, please give me a thumbs up. Post in a comment what do you think about, you know, this price action in Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin, and we can definitely chat more about it. All right. Also, if you want to take a look at the portfolio analysis that I'm offering, that's right here, crypto and stock portfolio analysis. Take a look at it if you're a new investor. I think this is going to be helpful for any portfolio size, whether you have only $1,000 in your portfolio or whether you have like 100,000 in your portfolio. So take a look at it. I've been seeing a lot of rookie mistakes and the people who already have sent their portfolio my way. We are constantly communicating those information back and forth, and what the goal is to make sure that you understand what you're holding in your portfolio, what are the risks that are associated with it, and how we can, you know, minimize those risks to having, like, you know, any significant turn in your portfolio. Right. So check that out if you're interested. Other than that, I will create another video shortly. All right, so talk to you soon. Bye.